Yo, check 1 2. We recording? I'm cancerous. Okay, hold on. Let me turn this down. This music kind of loud. It's low key loud. Hold on. Why not just? There you go. Is that good? I think that's good. I think that's safe. I think that's good. All right. So we got a few things to talk about. Okay. All right. We got a few things to talk about. First and foremost, I want to say, hey, how you doing? Clay the Spurs fan here. No, first and foremost, I want to know, how do you guys feel right off the bat about our 12th pick? I'm going to be honest. We saw it coming. It's like we're stuck around that 12th right there. Kind of saw it coming, but at the same time, I'm good with it. Honestly, when the Spurs can do so much with so little for so many years, 12th is cool to me. Maybe it is a little too loud. Maybe it is a little too loud. Let me turn it down just a little bit. All right. Trade Ben for a bag of chips. You guys ruthless, man. You guys ruthless. How about a ham sandwich? All right, check it out. I do want to get into that, but before we do, we don't have a lot of news. There's a lot going on around the league, which we could take that. We can make that news, but I do want to talk about Ben Simmons, and I want to talk about grabbing Ben Simmons. So lottery, we kind of expected 12th pick. We're not really gonna get excited until draft day, so from like a month from now. All right, so Spurs gonna make a good pick. We know this. It's gonna be a good player. You know, a lot of people saying Zaire Williams. I know that's somebody that my boy Rob wants. So, I mean, I'm cool with it either way. You know what I mean? I'm always chill when it comes to draft because I know what we do in the draft. Like, every player we get is pretty doggone good. All right. Now let's move on from that topic. Let's go into the Ben Simmons discussion because you guys have been ruthless, okay? If you're not on the Discord, please join the Discord because our Discord is wildin'. Wildin'? Here, I'll show you the Discord. Here, I'll show you. I put the link in the description so you can join. We wildin'. And a lot of people are talking about Ben Simmons. You can't see my screen right now. Hold on. Let me show you. I will show you. Give me a second. I promise I'm gonna show you. You think I'm not gonna show you, but I am gonna show you. Let's see. How about I just do this? I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna move it on to my second screen. Boom. Wait. I moved the wrong thing. Hold on. Here you go. Here's the Discord. All right, so join the Discord. We got it popping right now. We got, oh snap! Last time I saw, we had 40 people. But yeah, we got 61 now. So yeah, shout out to everybody that's been joining. But yeah, it's growing pretty fast, bro. What the heck? That's kind of scary. That's low key scary. Yeah, that's low key scary. But that's besides the point. Just letting you know the Discord is there. So if you guys want to join the Discord, please do so because yeah, a lot of topics on there, a lot of different channels I posted on there. All right, so enough with the shameless plug. Let's talk about Ben Simmons, okay? So as we know, Ben Simmons is basically on the market. Okay, they're gonna sell him. They're gonna trade for him. And where we stand right now, where the San Antonio Spurs stand right now, we're one of those teams where we're on the cusp of making the play, which is really weird to say when we're the Spurs and we got Pop, right? But we're on the cusp of making the playoffs. We really just need that that player. And when you look at the 76ers, they have a Joel Embiid who's aging. They have a Joel Embiid who's aging basically because of his injuries. They're not going to have Joel Embiid for very long. So what would they get out of a trade from San Antonio? If we could manage to sign and trade DeMar DeRozan, I think that would be worth it. I 150 times disagree with Spurs fans right now that are saying that they wouldn't take Ben Simmons at all. Like, I made jokes because of how Ben Simmons has played lately, but no, you take Ben Simmons. If you have an opportunity to take a guy that is a star, okay, Ben Simmons is a star. He has no confidence right now. Yes, his free throw percentage is terrible, but you got to keep in mind this dude is he's Australian, okay? He's Australian, so he has that toughness. It's in him somewhere. But at the end of the day, yeah, he had a bad season or bad, couple seasons or whatnot, but he's super young, guys. Like, this guy is super young, And I think all of us would agree that his first 2 seasons in the league, we all thought that he was like, I've seen it, he was the next LeBron James. So he has that in him, okay? He has that in him. And if he has that in him, why not match him up with a San Antonio Spurs team that always brings the best out of their players? Always. Now, the question comes to this. Now, this is where the question is held, okay? Who would you trade, if anyone, for Ben Simmons? And in my opinion, there are 4 guys that I think if we could manage to keep them and get Ben Simmons, it's a dub, okay? Easy dub. Those 3 guys will be Derek White, DeJounte Murray, Keldon Johnson, and Devin Vassell. If we can manage somehow, some way to keep those 4 guys and trade and get a Ben Simmons, we won that. I would even go as far as to say, out of the 4 guys I mentioned, if maybe you keep Vassell and Keldon and you get him, that's a win. Cause I think a lot of people are misinterpreting Ben Simmons' performance lately to say that he's just trash, and he's not trash. Like it's kind of like that what have you done for me lately mentality, and I don't think that's fair, especially with a guy like Ben Simmons. Like, this guy is a very good talent. Okay, let's think of it like this, okay? What are the Spurs? What are we? Like, the last couple seasons, we've been gradually, and I'm gonna let the chat tell me, we've been gradually getting an identity. What is our identity? Okay, like, what if you're, yes, put your mind out of a Spurs fan for a minute. If you're the opposition, okay, if you the op, and you have to play San Antonio Spurs tomorrow night, what are you looking for? Okay, what are you looking for? Like, what do you think the Spurs are gonna do? Like, what do you think they do well? What type of team are they? What do you have to watch out for? I think that's the point that you really need to sit back and say, yo, what are we? What do we need? What contributes to our team? Exactly what Andrew says. He says seems like a defensive mindset team. Most definitely, okay? We are definitely a defensive minded team. Now, what comes with defense? It comes toughness. Other things come with defense, transition points, getting in the paint. It's a lot of things that come with defense, rebounding. And Ben Simmons, everything he does well is what the Spurs does well, or at least what we need. Now, as far as shooting, yes, most definitely we need him to be able to shoot, but we have Chip, okay? And I know that we kind of rely on him a little too much, but look at DeJounte Murray. DeJounte Murray is one of our best consistent mid-range scorers, and he didn't have that in his arsenal before. Ben Simmons is losing confidence, and right now, I don't think this series overall, but Game 7 performance should go all the way on Ben Simmons, because Doc Rivers has been choking for years. Let's just be real. His teams choke all the time. And I wouldn't run home about Joel Embiid either. Joel Embiid makes mistakes down the stretch at times. They threw Ben Simmons under the bus, so it's pretty obvious he's not going to be there. But with that being said, I think Ben Simmons brings a lot. This is a star talent, guys. Don't be blinded just by the moment. He brings a lot. So as far as what happened, I don't know if this happened today. This did happen today, right? So basically what happened today, Jeff Garcia's article here, but there was actually a fake quote that came out that said Bruce Bowen said that he knows Popovich, and he would definitely say that Popovich would trade anybody on the team for Ben Simmons. Very weird, because I had no idea that, they could just blatantly put fake quotes out there that made the rounds, by the way. It's not like just a fake quote that was just there and then made, and I'm the only one that saw it. Like, it made rounds around Twitter, and it made rounds to DeJounte Murray as well. So as you can see, DeJounte Murray, this is him reacting to the quote that Bowen didn't actually say, but saying that we would trade anybody for Ben Simmons. So let's just try to interpret. I mean, it'll be fun just interpret it. Honestly, we know now that it's fake, right? But it'll be fun to at least interpret what this meant. Okay, so some people saw this as a jab at Popovich, which I don't see that as being the case, but sure, I mean, that's a take nonetheless. A dumb take, but it's a take nonetheless. I saw it more so as a DeJounte Murray knowing, no, my job is secure. I saw other people saying that maybe he was nervous that it could be true. No, I saw it more as DeJounte Murray saying, my job is secure, and I don't know, my job is secure and I'll be okay. That's how I saw it. Some people saw it as a jab at Ben Simmons to say that Ben Simmons is trash and really trade me for Ben Simmons. I didn't see it as that. I think DeJounte was just laughing. Either he thought the quote was fake or he just blatantly is saying, yo, my job is good. You know what I mean? Tavares said Chip ain't God. Look, man, I understand, but at the same time, right now, Ben Simmons has some struggles that I think the San Antonio Spurs can definitely fix. You can't necessarily be afraid to shoot, and that's probably been his main thing this last season, but I think that also comes down to just mentally not being there and not being confident in his shot. And maybe if he's confident in his shot, you know, who knows? We put guys in really good positions, okay? We put guys in really good positions. But yeah, I think that overall, man, I think that we most definitely should consider getting Ben Simmons. I don't see a reason really not to. I'll say this too. If Ben Simmons comes to the San Antonio Spurs, he's the best player on the team. I know like that's probably hard to swallow. I know a lot of people probably disagree with that. But if he comes to the San Antonio Spurs, guys, he's the best. He like instant. He's the best player on the team. I love me some DJ. You guys know I'm the biggest Derek White fan. You know, you can be. Keldon is amazing. Vassell's gonna, I'm pretty confident Vassell's gonna take another step. If somehow, some way we can keep Lonnie in a trade for Simmons. Simmons is the best player on the team. Easy. Like easy. I don't think it's a debate. DeJounte Murray is not better than Ben Simmons. Like as it stands right now, DeJounte Murray, I like his attitude more than Ben Simmons. I like his demeanor more than Ben Simmons. But if we're talking about just overall game, Ben Simmons' size, his defense, what he's already accomplished, being the main guy on a team in a short period of time. That's another thing you got to keep in mind. Dude is 24, but he's been the main guy for the 76ers for like 4 years, at least a second. DeJounte Murray eased into that role. You know what I mean? Like he was behind Manu and Timmy, you know, then he was just behind Manu, and even right now he's behind DeMar. He's not like the main guy. Ben was the main guy for his team, and he accomplished a lot. He rebounds well. He's all NBA defense. Phenomenal talent, dude. And this is a guy that was getting compared to LeBron James. So at the end of the day, Ben Simmons come to San Antonio. I will welcome him with open arms. Welcome him with open arms. At the end of the day, let's see what some of these people are saying. Actually, I do want to watch this game and see. I mean, I'll give Derek White, but imagine a DeJounte Ben Simmons backcourt. Make it happen. Yeah. Okay. Some people are pretty happy about it. You, Derek, Lonnie, Keldon, Devin, and Jakob are all better players than Simmons at this point. That's ridiculous. This is a ridiculous. Ian, this is a ridiculous comment. I see it's 22 comment. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of replies disagreeing. This is a ridiculous comment. This is crazy. If any Spurs fans are believing this, that is nuts. That you think Jakob, Devin, Keldon, Lonnie. The only argument you can have is for Derek and DeJounte, but no, dude. Are you kidding me? Ben Simmons is much better than these guys. Right now, he's much better. But yeah, let's just see what happens, man. We know he's on the market. We have a really good chance of getting him. Who knows? Yeah, bro, that's huge cap. That's huge cap. All right, so check it out. All right. Check it out. Right now, I'm taking any takers, okay? Anybody that want to jump on, talk about Spurs basketball for a second, you can do that in the Discord. Just send me a DM on the Discord, and I'll let you in. All right. So right now, basically, what we're gonna do. This is just kind of open discussion. Anything you guys want to bring to the table, I'm down. It's not a lot of news today. You guys already know about Becky being a finalist, you know, for the Trailblazers. So we don't know what's going to happen with that. But there's not a lot of news right now. I'll be honest. There's not a lot of news right now. We're just kind of waiting and seeing what happens until we get more information about what the 76ers want to do. And then obviously the big draft coming up. But this open discussion, if you guys want to jump on, ask a question or anything like that, the Discord is open. Just send me a inbox on there. Let me see something, man. Where's the where is my inbox? I'm confused. I don't know. But yeah, if you guys want to get on there, just let me know. Okay? You can even leave it in the chat if you want. I'm gonna look up any other San Antonio Spurs news. Just see. I didn't see anything. Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm super hungry right now. Clan, do you think that the Sixers was ever Ben's team? It was definitely 1-2. Like, without a doubt, it was definitely 1-2. Let me show you. I mean, obviously, Joel Embiid's the most talented player on the team. Let's see. I mean, it was most definitely him. Like, it was him, Joel. Like, it was always him, Joel. You know? Like, it was always him and Joel. Always. Let's see if we can find... Oh, I don't like how this is set up. I mean, who else's team was it, you know? Was it Danny Green's team? No. Tobias Harris is an excellent player, by the way. I love me some Tobias Harris. But at the end of the day, I don't believe it was Tobias Harris's team. Not George Hill's team, not Dwight Howard's team. No. It definitely wasn't Mike Scott's. It was Ben Simmons. The reason why Ben Simmons is getting so much heat right now is because it was his team. He blew it and it was his team. That's why he's getting so much heat right now. You know, if Tobias Harris had a terrible, you know, series, I mean, no one would say anything. George Hill has a terrible series, no one would care. Seth Curry, no one would care. The reason why people care is because it's Ben Simmons and it's his team, you know? That's why people care. But when the head coach has already blatantly threw you under the bus, and then the other star player basically threw you under the bus, yeah, that's a wrap. Like, you can't stay there. It wouldn't be good optics to even stay there. By the way, Joel Embiid and Doc Rivers, they're not going to win a championship, guys. They're not going to win. No matter what we give the Sixers, they're not going to win a championship. Doc Rivers teams always choke. And I don't believe in Joel Embiid like that, you know? And keep in mind, Popovich loves Ben Simmons. Let me see if I can show you something. Popovich loved Ben Simmons. I mean, he even made fun of the fact he couldn't shoot. Obviously, if he was on Pop's team, he would be like, oh, yeah. Let's see. Can I find that? Let me find that. Here. I'm gonna play this, but I'm not gonna show the video because I think I'll get copyright. Let me see. Click here for audio. Hold on, let me show you. I don't know if you guys remember this.
The things that he does, defensively, offensively, but you know, he doesn't really shoot jumpers. Does he have to shoot to be an elite player in this league?
Well, it would enhance his game, obviously. That can't be argued with. But all of his skills and all of his, I mean, physical skills, basketball skills, the way he understands the game, as
Mm-hmm.
unselfish as he is, he's so elite already. Who gives a damn if he can't shoot?
See, that's from
Why?
Popovich himself. That is Popovich himself saying, "Who cares if he can't shoot?" Now, obviously, if he played for the San Antonio Spurs, Pop gonna start caring that you can't shoot. Okay, like Pop's gonna care. But those are high praises from Pop, saying how elite he is. We don't hear that. The last time I remember Pop saying a player was elite that was on our team was maybe Kawhi. I think he called Kawhi elite. I mean, he doesn't just throw that word around. I never heard him call anyone else on our team elite. Maybe DeRozan. He might have called DeRozan elite. I see. DeRozan for Simmons is a effing deal or effing steal. Yeah, most definitely. And not only that, if you really think about it, the Spurs really do hook up their players. Okay, so it will be a discussion between the Spurs and DeRozan. And I think DeRozan would love to go there, playing with Doc Rivers and playing with Joel Embiid and Tobias. I mean, he'll be in a really good position, And right now, as it stands, how the Sixers are constructed, that would definitely be an upgrade from Ben Simmons, because they don't have a use for Ben Simmons and they're throwing him under the bus. You get a DeMar DeRozan, you don't have much time left with Joel Embiid. Actually, how old is how old is Tobias Harris? Tobias Harris is only 28. But yeah, Joel Embiid's only 27. But let's be honest, with his injuries, he's already a big man, and then he has a lot of injuries. Yeah, it's not gonna last long. Let's just be honest. He's not gonna have a long career. I mean, maybe that's why he's taking so many jump shots, or he's developed such a good shot. But yeah, he's not gonna last long. Hot take: DeMar is gonna get a sign and trade to Philly and bring Kyle Lowry with him, trading for Ben Simmons, and Tobias Harris gets traded somewhere else. How's that hot take? DeMar is gonna get a sign and trade to Philly. Oh, sign and trade to Philly and bring. Oh, okay. We're gonna sign and trade him to Philly. That's what you're saying. And bring Kyle Lowry with him. Okay, so he's gonna tell Kyle Lowry to come there, and then trading for Ben Simmons and Tobias Harris gets traded somewhere. Oh, okay. Okay, so you're saying we get Ben Simmons. They trade. I'm kind of confused. I don't know. Ben Simmons is injury prone. They won't make trades like that. I think they learned from Derek Anderson. Yeah. I mean, Ben Simmons didn't play his first season because of the injury, right? Was it Ben Simmons where that controversy about Rookie of the Year? That was Ben Simmons. This is an elite guy, right, guys? This is an elite guy, okay? Let's not take this for granted. If the opportunity's there. Didn't he get Rookie of the Year? And people were pissed off about it. Yeah, he was named Rookie of the Year in 2018. Was selected with the first overall pick in the 2016. See, we don't have a first overall pick. In the 2016 NBA draft by the 76ers after sitting out a year due to injured right foot. He was not. Yeah. Let's look at his stats. I have a hot take, but I don't think I'm gonna share it until like another stream. Let me show this. There we go. All right. Yeah, man. This is his rookie year, guys. He was averaging a block, 2 steals, basically 1.7 steals, 16 points, basically. Let's see. Total rebounds, 8 rebounds. Okay. Oh, his free throw percentage always sucked. Yeah, he's gonna have to work on that. That's not good. That's no bueno. That is terrible right there. Yeah, that is awful. Let's see. And then 3 3-point percentage is non-existent, basically. Oh, that's right. He didn't take any threes, did he? Yeah, look. Oh man. He does not take threes. It's kind of the problem we have right now, but everything else he does, defense, everything else in that realm would be good. And then, you know, it'll take a couple years, but I think the Spurs have fixed him up nice. Jeez. But he's a man. The fact that you can average 17 points in a season without really attempting a three in modern NBA speaks volumes. I say the same thing with DeMar DeRozan. Like, he'll put up 30-some points in a game, and I'm like, how in modern day NBA? How did you do that? I don't know, man. But yeah, those are my takes. Let me check the Discord. People in the Discord are still talking and going in. I don't see anybody in the I didn't see anybody send me a message or anything like that. I'm gonna probably have to set something up where it's like, oh, I'm gonna have a specific person get on, you know? And that's probably how we'll have to do it. Because people don't even want it. People are shy, man. People don't want to just jump in, you know? All right. So join the Discord, guys. Links below. It looked like a few more people have joined. Shout out to, let me bring it up on the screen. Let's see. Let me bring up the Discord on the screen. Let's see. Can I show members? Members list. Okay. I don't know how to show everybody, but yeah. Make sure to join the Discord, guys. Join the Discord. We are talking it up, but shout out to, you see, the people that joined while I was streaming. Alpha Mikes, shout out to you. This is a little earlier, but I was streaming with OOC, so shout out to Why So Serious, KS, one up top. Okay, shout out to you. Yeah, a few new people in here. FBB, I haven't seen you. NG Esther, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, what's up? Oh, yeah, shout out to Triton. So, yeah, Northwest Wind. Yeah, shout out to all you guys. So, if you want to join the Discord, like I said, links below. I think it lasts a week. I try to make it last, like, forever, but I guess it's like a week. But, yeah. There's a simulator called 538s. 538s. I'll do it right now, and then I'm going to hop off. You'll see. Oh, shoot. 538. Is that what you said? Where's the message? Yeah. 538. Let's see. Wait. What is this? This isn't what I'm looking for. What are you? It's politics. Wait a minute. Sports? This can't be it. Hold on. We'll figure it out. Okay, I don't know. Tell me what it is. Hey clan, just shot over a message. Oh, really? Let me see. I'm so hungry, bro. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, let me send you a give me 1 second. Let's see how I'm gonna do this. Impeccable. Let's see. All right. Okay. All right, and then let me. Let's see, share. Wait. Oh, add right here. Dude, I feel like a boomer, dog. Here we go. There we go. Sent you an invite, man. We can talk for a few minutes. Maybe I should turn this down. Why is it so loud on my end? Oops, sorry. Why is it so loud on my end? Am I crazy? It's not loud on the stream, I don't think. Why did Pelicans even give Steven Adams that contract with Zion there? Yeah, Zion's gonna be gone now. That's so weird. That's so strange. Media troll Ben when he makes threes. They sure do. I remember that. Like they lose their minds. Not only does the media lose their minds, the fans lose their minds as well. Like they go crazy. They go nuts. Oh, you jumped in the other one, dog. Okay. I'll jump in this one. What's up, man? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Wait. Oh, yeah. Can you hear me? Let me turn this down. I saw something pop up. Let's see. Hold on, let me see if I can get it working. Is it acting stupid? Voice settings, let's see.
Hello.
Oh!
Hello.
Hey!
Hello.
Hey!
Hey.
Alright, hold on. Hold on, let me bring you up. There we go. What's up, dude?
Hey. Good.
Hey, I appreciate you coming through. You say you wanted to talk about Ben Simmons?
Yeah. I had some thoughts on the entire Ben Simmons thing.
Okay, let me hear it. I want to know.
All right. So my feeling with Ben Simmons is, so let me talk about his flaws first as a player, because I think that makes sense.
Okay.
So clearly, he has a ton of flaws in his game. I mean, it's clear to see. Can't shoot. Beyond just can't shoot, there's a willingness not to shoot. It's almost as if he's scared to shoot, as if he thinks that's bad for the overall flow of the offense.
Yeah.
Beyond that, sometimes he can become very passive, especially offensively. And I think it was Jared Dudley that said about 2 years ago. I remember that NBA Twitter went crazy over the comment. He said, in the full court set, Ben Simmons is a amazing player, a top tier player. But in the half court set, he is a very average player. And
Okay.
I think in the playoffs we just saw, in full court transition, he is a magnificent player. But in the half court, what is his offense? What's his go-to?
Okay.
Oh, were you gonna say something?
Oh, I was gonna say that I don't know. It seems like we've kind of became more of a team that's full court, get down the court, not necessarily like half court like we used to. I mean, I feel like that might fit with what we do, but I mean, I totally understand that. But also, I mean, do you think he's a point guard? Like, do you think that he's a good point guard or should have even been at point guard? I mean, what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah. But Ben is, yeah, he's a point forward. I mean, that's what he's been labeled as since he's coming to the league. I mean, he was compared to LeBron, especially coming right into the league, and his game is very reminiscent of LeBron's. But the one thing that LeBron was always able to do was he wasn't afraid of the moment or afraid to take a shot if it's open. Even if he can't shoot, he's still going to shoot because he knows that if the offense demands it, he has to give that output. He knew
Yeah.
that from high school, and he did his first year in the league, and he built his confidence up throughout the years because of the fact he was not afraid of taking that shot.
Yeah.
Uh, Likewise, Ben is a very intelligent and very big player who has very good basketball IQ. I don't get where the notion that his basketball IQ is diminished because of how he played in the playoffs.
Yeah.
His basketball IQ is amazing. Uh, the way he sees the game, the way he came into the league as a natural playmaker, the way in which he knows where to position himself for a rebound and how to make the offense flow around him is very, I mean, that speaks to the fact that he was the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah.
The problem with that is he was in first of all, the Sixers are not a free flow offense team. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They centralize their offense a lot around a guy in which we all know as Joel Embiid, who was second in MVP voting this year. I mean, the offense is set around a big man who can shoot, who can rebound, who can do a lot of great things for your offense. But when you have a guy like Ben Simmons, who is not a shooter, it kind of stifles the impact he can have on the offense because he's not allowed to initiate his own offense or the offense of others.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then you take that and then you look at the Spurs. The Spurs are essentially a free flow offense. We were like that with DeMar, and we would be same way with Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
We do not have a guy in which we dump it to him in the post and he goes to work, or we do not have a specific player that we give it to them and they have to do something with the ball. We have a very pass to the best shot, try to get the best shot type of offense, which is why we'll complain about Jakob Poeltl not initiating any of his offense. But at the same time, that's not his job. His job is to take smart offensive shots. So usually that results in a pop shot or an open dunk that he'll tend to lay up. And we saw the more he dunked it, is the more we tended to score in those situations. DeJounte, same thing. DeJounte came to the league, is not a natural playmaker, knew how to score, but didn't really know when to score. And he's been learning. At the same time, the role that the big thing that I want with Ben Simmons, my argument for bringing Ben Simmons onto the Spurs, the big thing that I argue for with when it comes to Ben Simmons is Ben is a natural playmaker.
Yeah.
He comes onto our team and he instantly makes it better just by the fact that what we're already good at, which is we have the pieces to be good in as a transition offense, as in we grab the board, we run into transition, we score off of the defense, our opposing team's defense not being set. We have guys like Keldon Johnson, Devin Vassell, Derek White, who are very good in those spots.
Mm-hmm.
As a transition team, we become that much better. Defensively, there's less holes on the floor with Ben Simmons because you already have a guy like DeJounte Murray who can lock up other point guards, Derek White who can lock up other combo guards as well as other point guards, Ben Simmons who can guard the 1 through 5 positions, Jakob Poeltl who's an elite rim protector and is very good at stifling offense near the rim. And then let's say you play Keldon Johnson, a guy who, yes, he has his flaws on defense, but all of those guys care about defense. Everybody that would be playing at the same time cares about defense. That's my lineup in my head that I have, which would be Ben Simmons at the 4, Keldon at the 3, Derek at the 2, and then DeJounte at the 1. With Jakob, of course, being your 5-man. You throw that lineup out there. Defensively, it's elite. And you would be surprised if Keldon can make his shots, if Derek can make his shots, if DeJounte can make his shots if they're open, then you have guys that Ben can work around and complement their games that much more.
I mean, we've had games where we were getting in the 120s, 130s, 140s range going into overtime. Like we have a team that can score, and like you said, if Keldon can start making his shots and Derek White can play a shooting guard when he has to play a shooting guard, or just make his shots consistently, yeah, we will be nasty. The guys that you mentioned, you basically said if we have Keldon, DeJounte, and Derek, in my opinion, that's a win. If we could get Ben Simmons while keeping those guys, that's an instant dub for me. Because Ben Simmons, I mean, like it or not, I personally believe like Ben Simmons comes to the Spurs, he's the best player on the team. Like hands down, in my opinion. Like I love me some DeJounte Murray, but if we're being honest, Ben Simmons came into the league and it was basically on his shoulders for I mean, of course he had Joel Embiid, but it was on his shoulders as far as the 1-2 punch or whatever, since he was a rookie. And from there on, he kind of, I mean, held the throttle pretty decently. Bad free throw shooting, can't shoot threes or whatever. And as far as him being afraid to shoot, that is something that's extremely alarming. But that's also something that I think can play in our favor when it comes to trade talks. So right now, every single team, no, I don't want to say every single team, but a big majority of the NBA is kind of afraid to even think about or fathom getting Ben Simmons. And I think that's part of it. I think part of it is they don't know if he comes there. You want him to be the main guy, but if he goes there, is he going to be the main guy? And I think we're in the best position to grab a guy like Ben Simmons and help him become better, because I don't want to say that the Spurs nurture players necessarily, because we don't, but we are a team that kind of gets guys and we kind of mold them and play off of their strengths. Popovich knows his personnel. He knows who he can go at. He knows who he can yell at, who he can be a little calm with. I think Ben Simmons come to San Antonio Spurs. I think that's way less pressure for him to be able to have that room to grow than when he was with the Sixers. That's, let's be honest, a pretty nasty city that expect quite a bit from you. More low key.
Yeah, I mean, you could see that from the. I mean, I lived in the New Jersey, Philly area for a minute.
Okay.
And those fans are the most brutal fans in the entire league. I mean, even compared to Spurs fans, it's a walk in the park. I mean, they are brutal on their players. They will down talk their players. I mean, I'm not talking about like just trash talk. I mean, straight up hurtful comments that will hurt your players' feelings. That will be experienced by players over there. That's something that goes with the entire mentality of the city.
Yeah.
When it comes to a guy like Ben, I mean, you have to think of it in his shoes. He's a guy that got drafted #1 overall, had LeBron comparisons, was told he was the guy from day one. Even when Joel Embiid got drafted, he was drafted, I want to say, 3rd overall in his draft. There was a bunch of question marks around if Embiid will ever live up to the fact that he will be the 3rd overall pick in the draft. Nobody really expected Embiid to be a guy that made an instant impact the way that he did. And it kind of made Ben an afterthought. The offense was originally supposed to be it. Ben was drafted to be the guy that ran the offense. That's not what happened. Ben runs the offense, but this is Joel Embiid's team. I mean, a guy, I forget who said on Twitter, but they said that one thing is for sure. The 76ers were trying to draft 2 superstars. The entire process was supposed to be 2 superstars they drafted. They drafted Joel Embiid, who is a superstar, and then they have Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
That's not to say that Ben Simmons is a bad player, but that is to say I think we all know that Ben Simmons is on the wrong team. I also do think that the guys that you mentioned were the exact guys that I had in mind that you don't trade. You don't trade a DJ, you don't trade Derek White, you don't trade Keldon Johnson, and you don't trade Devin Vassell.
Yeah.
I think you need those guys if you're going to have a Ben Simmons, because Derek has improved tremendously as an off-the-ball guard. I really think of him more as a 2 guard now than even a 1 guard, not because he can't run your offense, but because I think he thrives at that 2 guard position as a guy that you hand the ball off to, and he's a secondary playmaker, not the primary playmaker. I think that was always his suited role, and he's honestly, when he was playing this year, he thrived in it.
I was gonna say, I totally agree with you, and I just pulled up this article, which I did not. When did this even? This just dropped?
That dropped today.
Okay.
That dropped today.
Okay, yeah, I did not know about this. So apparently Stephen A. Smith said that he said, I just received a text from somebody very, very close to the situation in Philadelphia, and basically said that Simmons doesn't work, doesn't listen, and everyone around him, his family, and he's constantly baby. That's word out about Ben Simmons. That my opinion now is, yes, I still want Ben Simmons because he's a phenomenal talent. But now, at first, I was like, if we had to give up DJ, maybe. Now I'm like, no. Like you said, if you bring in this guy, the other pieces are extraordinarily important because they're not going to let you slack off, especially with Popovich. It will be less pressure, and that's good for him. Especially they're saying he needs to be, baby. That's crazy. But yeah, the work ethic and all of that. I mean, DeJounte seemed like the type of guy that call you up and say, hey, I'm going to the gym. You coming with me? So you probably need those type of guys like Keldon and DeJounte, and maybe it'll rub off on them. I mean, man, you are around Joel Embiid. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know, man. Now I'm like, look, I want him, but we're gonna need, yeah, we're gonna need to keep our
some
guys.
insurance, some
Yeah.
insurance on him. Yeah, I saw the article. I think I actually saw the clip. He said it on First Take earlier today,
Oh,
and he had just gotten the text message and said it on TV. And I don't doubt that that's true. Like I said, guy was drafted #1 overall, has been told that he is the next guy up. And
yeah,
when a player is told that they're the next guy up, it breeds a certain type of confidence, but also a certain kind of
arrogance, right?
arrogance. I mean, you're gonna obviously think that you're the toughest guy on the block.
Yeah,
And right now, what Ben is going through is he's being told that he's not by
yeah,
everybody.
yeah,
And I some people get scared of situations like this for a player. Me, I love situations like this for a player because this is the moment in which players have to prove themselves,
yeah.
and it makes them want to get better. With a guy like Ben, I think I said it in the OC chat earlier.
Hmm.
With a guy like Ben is the things that he is good at, you cannot teach. A 6'10" guy that plays defense, wants to play defense, can rebound the ball, can play make as a primary playmaker, is willing to pass the ball, can run your offense, and has had multiple 40-point games despite the fact that he cannot shoot. Those are things that you just cannot teach. You cannot teach those abilities and those skills, along with just natural athleticism that he has that nobody on our team has at that position as like a
Yeah,
four-man. What he's bad at, I'm not saying that Chip can save his jump shot. I'm not saying that Chip is going to make him into a sharpshooter or that he can make a jump like Kawhi, in which Kawhi really didn't know how to shoot coming into the league. He had experience playing more 4 and 5 coming out of high school and college.
yeah,
And then all of a sudden he became a legit 3-point guy who can kill you with his 3-point and mid-range. I'm not saying that he can do that. What I'm saying is if you give him a guy like Chip and you give him a guy like Popovich who's willing to break his back and tell him you don't have the stuff, and even if it's not Pop, there's a case in which Pop does not come back as our head coach next year. There's a chance his contract's up for renewal this offseason. If it's a Becky Hammond, if it's Ime Udoka, if it's one of these guys that have been trained by Pop, they have the ability to tell him he does not have it right now.
yeah,
The way he is right now is not good enough to be a guy that you build around. But, and you were talking about DJ earlier too. I read article by Tom Petrini on DJ, I want to say.
okay,
Tom Petrini on Twitter. And it talks about the fact that DJ coming out of college, all DJ did was train. He didn't go to parties. He did not hang out with anybody. All he did was stay in the gym and practice. That is what he's about. That's what he does. Ever since he's come to Spurs, you can tell that's kind of who he is. He'll have his little moments of drama, but that's a lot of that comes from the fact that he cares so much about his craft that he wants to be considered a top dog.
yeah.
Um,
Do you have that article by any chance? Like, do you know?
I would have to actually find it.
Oh, okay.
When
It's fine. I mean, if you can find it, send it to
if
me.
if anything, I'll put it in Discord.
Okay.
If anything, I'll put it in Discord probably in the next few minutes. But it was a long article basically covering the fact that he is a guy that cares so much about being good or being considered, and that's actually
Yeah.
why he was laughing earlier. I don't think it was a like, why would you even trade for Ben Simmons or an insult to Ben Simmons? It's saying that he quite clearly is a guy that's going to stay no matter what happens.
Yeah.
He's going to stay on the Spurs.
Yeah.
Um,
He's a Spur. He's a Spur.
I mean, yeah, I think he's locked up.
I'm looking. I'm looking at this.
Hmm?
I'm looking at another quote, and I actually remember this. Kobe Bryant, he said that he had to get a jump shot. He was like, I'm dead serious, and basically he don't want any regrets. You don't want to get out of this league and have regrets. And like you said, man, this is kind of a turning point. This is kind of a two roads ordeal, the end of Fast and Furious. Like, you got to take a road, man, and it's a crossroads. And I really do believe that if he comes to San Antonio, I think that will be a good change of pace for his career, because like you said, he probably got arrogant. I
Yeah.
mean, a lot of these guys do, but all that money at once, all that fame at once. He got Rookie of the Year. He's an all-star. Everyone, when they talk about him, they talk about one of the top talents in the league. He was probably feeling himself. You go to San Antonio, it will humble you, and you'll
Yeah.
be out of the spotlight. Yeah, for the most part, you'll be out of the spotlight. No one's gonna really talk about you that much. You're gonna have something to prove, and we have all of the coaches and the players that surround you that could help you become great. But that is concerning that he's scared to shoot, and that is concerning that he's not a gym rat, because even Kawhi Leonard, you mentioned him earlier, like he couldn't shoot. He was a gym rat. He was still a gym rat. So that's kind of concerning.
Kawhi is I mean, even with the entire debacle that went down, I'm not a Kawhi apologist, but I am still a fan of Kawhi. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a true testament that if you want it bad enough, you can become a star in the league. I mean, nobody had him pinned as a star in the league. I mean, the Spurs traded in because they bought into the fact that he was a guy that could complement Timmy and Manu and Tony. And turns out he didn't just compliment them. He rose and shone when the lights got bright. And I mean, he did it while he was on Spurs and not, the entire injury debacle.
Yeah.
But with a guy like Ben, I think the ideal. I did want to say this. But the ideal thing I would want to do when it comes to like a Ben Simmons trade, is a DeMar signing trade and possibly giving up Lonnie Walker.
Okay.
I think that would be the best for Lonnie, actually, and that's another concerning thing about the Spurs right now is, I see a parallel kind of with what Ben Simmons is and what the Spurs are right now. It seems as though every year I watch this team go through the season, go through the playoffs. I feel like we're a piece away. We're so close. We're so close to figuring out what it is, this next step of our evolution as a team is supposed to be post Kawhi. But it seems like every year we come close and it amounts to nothing.
Yeah.
Like when it was the Nuggets series, we went 7 games with a team that legitimately was one of the best teams in the West. And we could have upset the number 2 seeded team in 7 games, yet nobody seems to talk about that. And that year in particular, we had chances to win that game, but we would lose the game by only a few points just because of a few mistakes that we made. The next year, the bubble happens and we miss the playoffs just because of Shake Milton hitting a game-winning 3 essentially off of a risk that DeJounte Murray took, which was a good risk, honestly. I think he could have gotten that steal if only just a bit sooner on the attempt to steal. We lose that one game, and then we're eliminated from the playoff. We didn't really lose that many games during the bubble.
No,
we legitimately had a shot.
Yeah.
And then this year, even with all the injuries and COVID-19 taking its effect on the team, a lot of other teams had to do the same things. And really towards the end of the season, we just fell apart. I mean, we fell apart bad. I mean, whether it was the Celtics game in which we had the win assured and we kind of just gave it up eventually, and Jason Tatum dropped 56 on us.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
It was rough. I think I can say the same for Ben Simmons' game. He's had very good years, but he went through Kawhi Leonard game winning him in Game 7. He went through this entire debacle with not showing up in the playoffs against a very talented Atlanta team. I think we're kind of both on parallels right now. You send Lonnie over to PA. I like Lonnie, but it seems that I don't know what it is with Lonnie. He should be better than he is.
See this.
I know he's still young.
I was gonna say this is the thing. And I'll be honest with you, I'm like really hungry, so I'm gonna get off in like a few minutes.
No, I got you, 100%.
But like you mentioned, Lonnie Walker, that's the one thing that does scare me as far as when it comes to Ben Simmons as well. It's because one of the biggest things with Lonnie Walker is I don't want to say he's afraid to shoot, but he's afraid of something. It's something about Lonnie Walker right now where he has to get over his own head. Like, he has to get out of his own head, and that's something that we definitely would be going through when it comes to Ben Simmons. But in my opinion, I feel like this is something that's, I don't want to say fairly new, because it's not. He's always kind of struggled with it. But over the last 2 seasons, that's where people started, raising an eyebrow, like, you're not really working. But he still has time to change. He's not some, seasoned veteran or anything. And the fact that he's been so good this far in his career, he'll be fine if he comes to San Antonio. And I'm down with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, after some of these quotes I've seen, there's no doubt in my head you keep our Rough Riders. Like, you cannot get rid of them.
Yeah, you can't. You can't. I'll say this, and I'm gonna let you go, because I 100% understand the hungry thing.
I'm hungry.
I got you, man. When it comes to Lonnie, and it comes to even Ben Simmons, I think the biggest struggle that both players have had is role. What role do they play in the offense? What role do they play on their teams? With Lonnie, he's somewhere between, he's supposed to be a scoring guard, and he's supposed to be a guy that's a catch and shoot guy, and he's supposed to be a guy that's supposed to defend one of the better players on the other team. And I don't think he's ever had a defined role on San Antonio. I just never really saw what he was supposed to be. Same thing with Ben Simmons. He doesn't really know what he's supposed to be in the Philadelphia 76ers offense. I think if he goes to San Antonio, he'll understand that, okay, this is a team that's supposed to be built around him because they traded so much to get him. He can really take his opportunity here, and he can ultimately benefit the team. I think it would be the best move for both sides if he went to a team like San Antonio that is willing to bust his balls, so to speak.
Yeah.
But I think ultimately it comes down to, what does the team think is best for their overall growth? That's really what it comes down to.
Yeah. Well, man, I really do appreciate you coming through. You're actually the first person I've had on here for a Spurs discussion. And this is going to be much more fun when I can actually, like, not be hungry and play a game while I'm talking to somebody. But I really do appreciate it. Impeccable. Let me ask you something. You said you were from New Jersey?
No, I was born in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Lived in New Jersey for a minute, but now I'm located in Florida right now.
Okay, cool. Do you have anything you want to plug or anything you want to tell?
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, I don't doubt I'll want to give my opinion some other time, and maybe I'll think of something then, but not
Okay.
right now. I don't really have anything.
Okay. Well, man, I appreciate you coming on with me and joining the Discord. And if anybody's watching, if you want to jump in the Discord and talk to Impeccable, I'm sure you're willing to speak to the peeps. So,
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, man, I appreciate it. Good discussion. And yeah, I guess I'll just get with you later. Okay.
All right, go ahead, man. Have a nice night.
All right, you too. Gosh, that guy was pleasant, man. That guy was really pleasant. Tavarius, you're a jerk to hang up. What are you talking about? That was so pleasant. That was such a good discussion. Like, that was nice. But I'm super hungry. Hey, Clan, would you rather have John Collins or Simmons? Oh, yeah. Okay, before we leave, you said, would I rather have John Collins or Simmons? Let me show you something. Okay? Let me show you something. I know you guys seen this. Let me show you something. Here we go. All right. So the question is, would I rather have? Okay. Yeah, I would rather have Ben Simmons in a heartbeat. I don't trust this dude. Like, it's just something about this, okay? It's something about this that just doesn't sit well with me. Like, real talk. It's something about this, okay? The fact that you pay. I mean, I'm all for trolling, having a good time. But it's just something arrogant about this. I know Ben Simmons is arrogant, but he's getting humbled right now, okay? And don't get me wrong, I love the nastiness. I think John Collins would be great with, like, DJ. But it's something about this, bro. I don't know, man. It's something about this. The fact that you're wearing a shirt of you, dunking on Embiid. Like, it's something about that, bro. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I guess it would be cool to wear that somewhere else. I don't know. It's very strange. I personally would not take this dude. It's just too much arrogance. He just exudes arrogance. I'm not cool with that. Thanks for the opportunity. Yeah, Impeccable. Man, that was such a nice guy. Thanks, Impeccable. Oubre. What about Kelly Oubre? I think Kelly Oubre is a little different. I think he's a little, got a little arrogance to him, but I would take Kelly Oubre. The problem with John Collins is he already had an issue with Trey basically being the main guy on his team. Red flag. Okay. The thing about Kelly Oubre is he would come into a team, and I think he would be maybe the second, third best player on the team. And he's played that, role player type role before. So, I would trust him. I would trust him to come with. Hold on. There we go. That's a little too loud. Sorry about that. But yeah, I would trust him over grabbing a John Collins. Okay. So, yeah, that's my take on that. I would not want this guy. This is something about this. I don't like this arrogance right here. All right, people, I'm gonna go ahead and get off. As Bala said, bruh, go eat. I need to go eat. If you could, please join the Discord. Like I said, link is below. It's popping. We got plenty of people on. Let's see if it's grown at all. Yeah, it's definitely grown. Now we're in the, I'm bad at math, we're in the high 60s, right? Yeah, we're in the high 60s. So, gonna be at 70 soon. Hey, shout out to Duncan, shout out to Jordan guys, shout out to Mata Faker. And shout out to Hanuel. Okay. All right. Peace, people. I will get with you later. I hope you go on more streams in the future. See, Impeccable, cool, man. Impeccable is great. Northwest, if you want to jump on, you can jump on too, man. You can jump on too. All right, and I end up getting a message from Andrew. Actually, let me see what he's saying. Oh, he sent me he sent me the simulator, guys. Hold on. He sent me the simulator. Roster shuffle. All right, let's check this out before we go. I'm curious about this. So how does this work? Choose a team. Okay. Just choose the Spurs. Okay. Is this like a trading thing? Roster shuffling machine? How would you add a superstar change your title chances? Oh, how would a superstar change your titles? Oh, wow. Okay, this is low-key cool. All right, let's do what are we doing? We're doing 76ers. Let's just try this out real quick before we go. Okay, this is a lot of trade too. Okay, trade. Let's say he trades the 70s. Can we keep? Wait, no, don't trade him. God, hold on. Let's bring him back. Oh, okay, I understand now. Okay, yes, trade Ben Simmons to the Spurs. Okay, and yes, say we had to give up. Okay, it's just okay. This doesn't matter. What does this mean? Oh, he's hurt. Is that what that means? Okay, so okay, yeah, we would have to trade him to, yeah, DeJounte, Kel. Yeah, ideally these are the guys we'll be able to keep. Okay. So what's our chance? Wait, is this our record? Wait, this is our record now. Okay, I'm confused. Hold on. What? I'm confused. They are in the playoffs. That was their record. So does somebody know how to do this? Summary of your trades. Lose Simmons. Yeah. I mean, let's just keep it that simple. How do I know what our chances are? I'm confused. What? What did this do? Did anything happen? Nothing happened. How's this? All right, this is what I'm gonna do. Okay, I don't want to fool around with this, so I'm gonna add this to my home screen. Yeah, just create a shortcut. Yeah. I'll just create one. Okay, so it's on my home screen. We'll do that again next time. I'll have to figure it out. I don't know. I'm confused. All right, guys. I appreciate the love. Until next time. Deuces. Sorry, I was looking for the ending stream. Yeah, deuces. Peace.